Well, why don't we just start this thing? Because we're going to post it anyway, and people can enjoy it either way, live or not live. So, take her away, lady.
Oh, I get to kick her off?
Yes.
This is exciting.
Kick it.
Alrighty, everybody. It's nice to meet you. My name is Cheyenne. And a little tidbit about me, I guess, is I started this a couple months ago, and I've been noticing a lot more traction now that I've been getting more involved. And I am hoping to hopefully get my first sale in the next 30 days. So that's my goal for the next 30 days, is to get one sale.
Woo, woo.
Woo, woo.
Hey everyone, I am Trina, and what was I supposed to say about myself? Just like how, it's all I have recently just joined about a month ago, and I got my first sale ever, I think it was like 4 days ago. I'm super excited, and one thing that really caught my eye about this whole thing was the community and how awesome everyone is and how supportive everyone is, and how if you ever need a hand, there's always someone to be like, hey, I've got your back. And that's what really attracted me to Gaz and all that, and I'm just so excited. I guess you said you have a goal, so I guess I should say a goal of mine as well. A goal of mine, Mustability, is to split test this ad that I just posted recently, and to see if and compare and contrast, all about the split testing these days. I just actually finally got a grasp of how to do it properly, so it's time to put it to work. I'm super excited also about meeting Cheyenne. We literally met
less than 24 hours ago.
20 hours
Officially?
ago, maybe 20
Yeah.
hours ago. It's kind of hard when my sleep schedule is a little weird.
Rita was up pretty early. We were up at the same time. It works.
Yeah.
We just went with it. It's fine.
Yeah. See, that's something we have in common. And, there's a lot of similarities right off the bat that kind of, I guess, attracted us to each other. And we've just been brainstorming, and this whole thing that we're going to do is going to be rad. I'm so excited, and we're not going to give out too much info about it yet. However, you all already know the gist of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be Cheyenne.
Yes, we're going to be.
You're like the jumpy, woo.
Oh, geez, I know. I kind of zoned into what you were saying, and then I went off into thinking about things that I went into ideas. So that's kind of my fault. I went into brainstorming more ideas. Oh my goodness. Okay. But anyways. So sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited about this. My brain's just been going all day. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, and I'm just so excited to get started. It's just a matter of picking a day, and what we're planning on doing is, just because our schedules might not always meet up, as we might not always be able to do it on the same day, but we're planning to hopefully let you guys know 3 days in advance, roughly. Is that what you're thinking? And then that way, if you guys can, you can definitely get involved, and we'll let you know. And what do you want to do the day of? Do a post a couple hours before maybe, and just do a reminder post, so then if anybody wants to join, and it's kind of like a chit chat circle, or even if you guys want to join, and you guys can brainstorm ideas with us, and we'll have more set ideas of what we want to talk about in specific topics kind of once we start getting more our brainstorming balls rolling.
Yeah.
We started off with some good things, I think, and it has really worked out. Hello. How are you?
We're still figuring out how to use this thing. So We might have other people pop up on here.
Oh, this would be great. We'll just have a great big group chat. That's totally cool.
Yeah. I just thought, oh yeah, I'm just gonna join in because I saw the message. I just like literally just finished reading. Well, I took a nap and then I read a chapter on like my insurance course. Oh, sweetie, that was my kids.
Aww.
That was beautiful.
Wrong. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself, guys.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
But anyways.
we're gonna figure out how to work this whole
Yeah, we need to figure out how to work this Zoom thing better. That's for sure. This is
look
definitely
up YouTube tutorials and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
I'm super excited because I'm super excited to share that I met Trina less than 24 hours ago, and we're already brainstorming great ideas and having so many comparisons and similarities, and we're able to complement each other with what she's trying to achieve and what I'm trying to achieve, and also same thing with like our fears, like certain fears that we can help each other get over as well, which is a big thing, which is why I think us as a team is going to be a really strong, set, solid team. And I'm super excited to get started. Yeah, what do you have to add, Trina?
everything.
Everything. I'm so excited.
I just wanted to say that, like, other than overusing that word excitement, like 80,000 times, because that's how I feel as well. I'm just super stoked that I met Cheyenne, and we are excited together to be able to bring value and to hopefully share some of the knowledge we've learned so far with joining. And we're going to be climbing up this mountain like together, and we want to bring you with us because like what's not better than being in a team and like learning together and building together and just like carrying each other. Like we're here to help you guys, and you guys have helped us in turn as well. And hopefully, like with the ideas that we bring up and the knowledge that we know already and the things that we're going to be learning, we can share it with you guys, and it will provide some sort of value to you. And if you have ever have any suggestions, questions, or anything like that, like you can personally message us. You can like message on here. We're just still figuring out the kinks and the how-tos of this whole thing. So that's
I just got Zoom today.
And like, yeah, we are still in the sort of brainstorming stage, and so far our ideas that we have are pretty cool and pretty fun. So we're excited to share those with you guys. And like sometimes with this whole business thing, like there should be like a little fun on the side, and like why not? Like,
It doesn't always have to be business.
You'll see what I mean by that on a later date.
Yeah.
However, like I said, we're not going to do too much longer of a video or anything like that. It was just like an introduction to myself and Cheyenne, and we were going to sort of we talked about our like the things that we're sort of struggling with, and we didn't really go into like say what those things are. Like Cheyenne, like how are you feeling like you're either like your challenges right now that you're trying to overcome with the whole like either like your ads or your split testing or like your life in general. It's just like our mini stories that we wanted to share with you guys.
Okay, so my little mini story. Oh, this is always fun. So one thing that I have been struggling with that I mentioned to Trina today is that I'm able to get views and engagement within my ads, and I'm able to make conversations with people via Facebook Messenger, but I'm not getting to that final stage where I'm actually making a sale. So that's kind of where my focus point is right now, and that's where I'm going to try and learn and grow, because I seem to be getting everything seems to be lining up just right for the leading up to. It's just a matter of the sale. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to have to switch my tactics. So I'm someone who is not usually a phone caller. So I think one thing that I'm going to try and achieve within the next week is to try and get contact with someone through the phone and make it a little bit more personal instead of having to type it up through messaging, and be able to
technical difficulties. So great. Okay, hopefully, let's pause this for a second. But like, okay, like people will like appreciate the climb, right? And like when like how they were talking on the Tech Tuesday or whatever, like I just I really like I took value from that, about how like people will like be more impacted, or like the general amount of people will be more impacted by watching someone's journey and how they actually get there, and the trials, the tribulations they go through. Like that's like they're gonna relate to that more than when they see someone at the very top sipping their margaritas and throwing the dollar bills all over the place.
Yeah, that's right, 100%.
Like when I met Cheyenne, it's so weird, but I just saw that. I'm like, her and I are in a very similar boat right now, and we both are like-minded. We both have similar goals, and we vibe very well. And we both want to lead by example, and we both want to like be on this journey together. Like, why not?
Yeah, cool.
I'm just super stoked, and we'll see where it goes. We'll obviously figure out this whole video thing, and
we'll learn it a little bit better. But like for my thing too, like I kind of like that I have a teammate in this too, like someone who can also kind of check up on me and hold me accountable too. Like if I'm having like a slack day and it's like, well, did you do anything on your Facebook page, or did you do anything? Did you like anything? Did you make that phone call? You know, we can just hold each other accountable on like things so we can go forward to achieving our goals too. I think it's going to be a really fun aspect of it too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
I'm gonna annoy the shit.
Super stoked.
So excited.
But yeah, and it was kind of cool too, like, because when we were talking earlier too, I just love the fact that there was so many similarities, like even from like growing up and stuff too, like with certain phases that we went through, and then like what kind of got us to where we are now. And it's kind of interesting to see like there's similar struggles, but yet there's also different struggles at the same time, like and kind of similar fears, and then there's different fears. So. And like different levels of those fears too. So it's good to see that we'd be able to help each other in those ways too.
Awesome.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we haven't decided on an actual day yet, because we know that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday are kind of taken. Because we don't, we want to make sure that people still get like are watching the other like masterminds, and like obviously they will be like watching the other masterminds, the webinars and stuff like that, and we just don't want it to collide too much. We were thinking maybe Thursdays or Fridays. However, work schedules will let people know, like we were saying 2 to 3 days in advance, and then like remind them the day of, whatnot, and then go from there. Oh, that's not very nice. That pen hates me.
And then like as we obviously like when we do new videos, like this is where just kind of our introduction to introduce ourselves, and then we'll actually have more set planned conversations to come for like the future videos, which is why we take like the 3 days, pick a topic, we'd have those days to converse between each other, so then we can make like a solid conversation and a solid video happen too. Like this one's a little bit shaky just because we're just kind of introducing and getting used to the technology and the system, because I just got Zoom today, so I don't know what I'm doing.
And I'm actually just shaking.
Yeah. And then we'll just like get more solid as we go is what I'm hoping for too, and hopefully get more engagement and stuff like that as well. I think would be really awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. That's all. I mean, that's all I have to say for right now. I can't spill too many beans.
So is your vision for this like something that is like a running Tech Tuesdays that the guys have on their feed, but just basically for people that come and start following you, they can go back and see how you started and just watch us stumble through these sort of first types of videos and not know what we're doing or where we're going with them or how it's going, and then just see the progression to a month or 2 months down the track when we're just fucking bashing them out, delivering content with purpose and meaning, and just seeing that sort of gradual growth. Is that the purpose of it?
Yeah,
right?
and because I want people to understand that, like, you know, when we get to where we want to go, like, we also started where we didn't know what we were doing, so it's kind of nice to, like, have that so you can show them and be like, well, you think I'm confident, you should see this video. Like,
yeah, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
We can end at any time right now because it's a little like we don't know what we're saying. But no, like this is start somewhere, and like I said, it's.
Yeah, I think my connection's going weird again. Oh no, we're good. Okay, my connection was doing that weird funky chicken thing. I don't know.
Good?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't leave me again. Are you?
It's not my fault. I promise.
Why don't we start with maybe sharing for like a couple of minutes each what our biggest challenge has been so far since starting this sort of journey, and what our biggest breakthrough has been.
Oh, this is fun. I like this. Okay,
Let him go. He's like, oh, what was the name that we had for you? Oh, the Tough Love Guru.
Yeah, Tough Love Guru.
Tough Love.
This is the Tough Love Guru, everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll be joining us every day.
Now and then.
No.
All right. I guess I'll start with like a personal struggle that I had when I first started. Is that like I was super nervous. Like I'm still a little nervous. Like I'm still a little jittery when it comes to talking live with people and doing all that kind of stuff. But I've definitely gained a lot more confidence in that, which has been a serious breakthrough for me. I've gotten over like a lot of my anxieties that I had before too, which has been seriously awesome. And one book that I was reading and that I'm actually almost finished now is I was reading A Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And that is by far like my favorite book. And it's honestly like it's helped me to focus on where I should be giving my fucks and where I should be not giving so many fucks, which is why previously to me starting this, like I was so unfocused and I was unable to know which way to turn and where I should start and what I should do. So that book kind of like really helped me out with that. So definitely one of my reads that I would send out. And then just to struggle business wise is more so it's phone calls. That I'm scared of phone calls. So I just have to do it and not think about it.
What about them?
Go from there. Pardon?
What about the phone call specifically makes you nervous or scared?
I think it's rejection. Definitely rejection. Like I still have a little bit of like an issue with rejection because it's like one thing to get rejected through like Facebook message is totally another to get rejected through a phone call. I just feel like it's more personal.
Right.
So that's kind of my stepping stone that I have to get over.
So I reckon with that we can have a chat about your perspective and your perceptions of what happens, because that's just, in my opinion, that's just a question of your perception. It's not a question of actually being rejected. It's just the way you're defining things that happen. And if we just sort of tweak your perceptions of that reality a little bit, then and you start viewing it in a different sort of light, then that'll just dissipate and disappear straight away, and you won't have an issue with that whatsoever. So that's a really quick and easy thing to overcome. To tell you the truth.
Oh, wicked.
Wow.
We'll get to that.
We'll get there.
All
right, cool.
Was it my turn? Yes. Okay. So do I just sort of start with my struggles, like, period?
Start at the start or in the middle, wherever.
Start. Oh my gosh. So before I like joined and everything, the thing that I kind of have gone through recently, and even after I joined, to be honest, like I just the whole what's that word? The whole it's
Galactic domination.
Well, I got that. I got that in the bag. I'm talking about stuff that like I'm just struggling with it. I think it's more like just insecurities in general about myself and like self-doubt and habits that I developed over the years that I didn't even realize I had that I had. And some of those habits were playing the role of a victim. Another habit was like just not trusting myself and my gut like ever. And I didn't even realize how much I didn't trust myself. Like those were the two main things that I have like become aware of, especially over the past month. I am happy to say that I don't see myself as the victim anymore, and like yet there are things that still pop up that that make it may make it look that way. However, I quickly squash those things now. I'm like, nope, no, like get down there. You don't belong anywhere up here. And the whole self-doubt thing, it's kind of funny how like there will always be like moments where those doubts will like pop in your head, but it all comes down to deciding like right away to not let those doubts take over at all. And if as soon as you decide, like as soon as I've decided not to let those things take over, it's easy. Like I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna let it do this to me. I'm not gonna let that doubt take over. I'm not gonna let these negative feelings take over, and then I'm fine. And that just shows growth on my part, and I'm super excited about that. I'm able to get over things like that, like right away, like that. And it's just kind of cool that when you put your mind to things and when you put your like that whole decision, like the whole like, oh, I was flowing. It's just like popped. Okay. Like just making decisions, like the power of decision is intense. And I think people like, I forget that sometimes. And like, if you just decide to do something, you can do it. So that's what I've been learning and I would struggle with. And there are still times when those things try to pop up. However, it's like, no, you're an ant. Let me squish you. So just get out of here.
Yes.
On the business side of things, oh my God. Sorry, your cat scared me.
Oh, you can see me? I can't see myself right now. I totally thought.
I thought it was like
Yeah, we can see
a computer screen. Like, bud.
Oh, no, my cat.
I'm fine. Okay. Don't worry, guys. Just, I mean, okay. Spider. Okay. On the business side of things, the thing that I'm kind of confused about and wondering why it's not kind of happening is like, for myself, I kind of have the opposite challenge as to Cheyenne. Like for myself, I don't really get many like physical likes or comments on my posts. I get a lot of views, like a lot of views, but for some reason, I'm not really getting people who are actually like engaging in the post. And it leads me to wonder like what I'm either missing or how I'm like, what's that word? How I'm delivering my message, if I'm lacking something, if maybe I'm not clear on what I'm saying or how I'm saying it. And these are things that even like just even today when I was talking to you guys earlier, I've realized maybe I need to like reframe some things and reorder things in order to attract more like-minded people or people who are just even wanting to engage or help them engage and make them feel comfortable enough to engage.
Yeah.
Something that has been a big win for me though is I got my first sale, and that was epic. I'm so excited, and I have someone else in the works who is very interested, and we'll see how that goes. And both these people, they didn't. It wasn't even on. Like one of them didn't even comment or even look at any of my ads. They just saw my go lives and decided to message me and wondering, what am I doing? And then the other one, she just it was on one of my launch posts, and it just shows that no matter what you post, it does matter. I'm just saying people can engage in every sort of way. You could post a picture of Thailand and be like, this is where I want to go, and someone will be like, hey, like, how are you gonna get there? And then you start the conversation, and then it just goes from there. So it doesn't, like I said, you don't even like, yeah, I'm just so excited. That's my win. I could go on forever about that stuff. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's so true as well. Like, one thing I noticed on that is that, you're Lyndon.
Hello.
We're gonna figure this out, guys. I swear.
Yeah. So the thing I noticed on that is that with the more I try and give people what I think they want, the less reception I get. And the more I just I give what I would respond to, the more sort of responses I get.
Oh, okay.
So just recently I've been going like, been looking through my posts and things I've been doing. I'm like, I wouldn't even click on that. So why the fuck would someone else click on that?
Oh, oopsie.
Uh-oh.
What did I do?
Did you kick him out?
No.
No,
Wait.
so yeah, my video, it says you cannot start your video
No,
because the host has disabled you. You disabled my video.
I didn't mean to. I think I fixed
So
it.
rude.
No, I fixed it.
So rude.
I didn't recognize your name. I thought it was someone else, and so I was trying to fix it.
Hey, bro.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to join so late. I just saw this. Anyway, carry on.
All good, all good,
That's
all
okay,
good in the
we're
hood.
figuring it out.
We're just doing a quick share of what we have been, what our first struggles were getting into what we're doing at the moment online, and then what a breakthrough or two have been major breakthroughs getting through it as well.
Nice. Hey guys, I'm Lyndon, by the way. Nice to meet you. I haven't been on a mastermind for 2 weeks. I've been away, so hey.
Lucky
Hey,
man.
I'm Trina.
Hey,
Cheyenne.
Trina. Hey. Nice to meet
I'm
you.
Matt. I don't know you.
Hey Matt. Oh, hey man.
You're looking like a rock star, bro.
Oh, it's just fucking bright. I'm working outside today at my beautiful. I don't know if it's beautiful.
Living the hard life.
Tree-lined balcony, looking onto
I
100
can see it
million.
in the reflection. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. Apart from the person who's looking down from their lounge room at me working, talking to you. So,
Oh,
city
really?
living.
That's awesome.
Nice haircut, mate. You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. All in a day's work.
Good stuff. Sorry, guys. So it sounds awesome what you're talking about. I'd love to hear more.
Yeah, so I guess one of the major challenges I was facing was also building up the courage, man, to do lots of things. So courage to get onto a video, courage to get onto a go live, the courage to, not so much courage to call people. I'm pretty good with that because of my work history, but just the courage of putting content out. Like even in the past, just being on Facebook, I hardly ever put pictures of myself up. I'd just share other people's stuff, funny things, things I was interested in, but very, very rarely would I ever put things of myself up. People would usually post photos of me, but that was the only time I'd ever be seen online. So this is a pretty new revelation, me actually putting myself out there and
There you go.
letting myself be seen. So yeah, so that was pretty big challenge, and it was fucking scary, man. Like holy crap. Yeah, my hands are sweating just thinking about it still. Like I still get nervous as hell.
But it is a hard thing. You just like when do you ever really just like go around taking photos of yourself and doing videos of yourself and putting it on your Facebook. Like you don't do that.
I do.
Well, we do now, but no, exactly right. Never have.
So,
I do, but maybe I'm just weird.
Yeah.
no, you're good. You're good. You're lucky.
Yeah.
I look at your stuff and I'm like, fuck. So that's so good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
But you hear people like actors and performers and singers, they talk about their nerves and they're like, I still get nervous before going on stage. I still get nervous before doing anything. So I think it's just building up that courage. And I guess I've had so many breakthroughs in the last couple of months, learning what I've been learning, just pumping through so much education, so much content. And yeah, I think one of the biggest things is just building up that understanding that courage is not the absence of the fear, but just acting in spite of it. And so when you feel that nervousness or that anxiety or that fear of whatever it is, just embracing it and turning it into that energy that's actually going to force you to take action, as opposed to the energy that's going to stop you from doing anything. So yeah, it's really easy to, like, it's a really easy tip of the scale to fall on the other side of it, in my experience, and not do anything, and to go through all your thoughts in your head and try and justify why you can't do it, or all these things that are happening against actually making stuff happen. But on the flip side of it, when you do just get the ball rolling and get into a flow state, the flip side is amazing. You just pushes stuff out, just doing stuff, not worrying about the perfectionist side of things, and just getting stuff out, and you just see the benefits of it every single time. You just take action. So yeah, that's probably the
That's
things
awesome.
I've noticed.
That's awesome.
Hey, Matt, interesting. I just wanted
Mm.
Can I touch on something you said, Matt? Sorry, just interesting because
Okay. We have
find
10
like,
minutes.
and you guys might. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I just
Start tossing
something just flagged in my head, and I would love to talk about it with you guys. But and you guys might have noticed this as well. But like, being in this whole kind of thing, like, you're fucking overloaded with information, which is awesome. And it's great because you've got like a billion books you have to get through, and you've got like 2 on the go at each time. Well, for me, I can't deal with more than 2 books and 2 audio books.
Trina's got 7. I got 10.
Well,
know,
I finished 2, so I guess I have 5 now.
Nice. And it's so good, and you feel like so sort of like massive amounts of success when you finish them. But I actually have been finding there's just a plane's about to go overhead, so if you can't hear me, that's probably why. But I find that sometimes I actually get fucking overwhelmed by the amount of information.
Absolutely.
And I actually get to a point where I'm like, I have to just stop. I have to actually stop reading and listening right now. I'm going to explode. And then I get really stressed out because I'm like, well, like, what way do I go? I'm being told by this book that I have to have this kind of morning routine. I'm being told by that book that I have to do things this way. I'm being told by the mastermind that I have to do things this way. I have to write content in this way. That person says that way is wrong. And there's so many conflicting messages, yet so many different resources that everybody in the community and everyone around us is saying to read. That's been my massive challenge at the moment, is like trying to really go what works for me, and and like not wasting time on reading a book that maybe I won't resonate with. Are you guys finding that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Some books, I'm like, why am I reading this right now? But then I kind of challenge myself, and I finish it.
Yeah. I'm not like that at all. If I start reading a book and I'm not grasped into it within like the first chapter or 2, I usually put it down and move on to the next one.
Well, I have a bad habit of not finishing books, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, my Audible is like everything is half written. Listen to, except for like 2.
I'm not like trying to interrupt or anything, but I think we like have like 6 minutes until it starts like charging me money to be on here.
Oh shit! Okay.
So
sorry,
I don't know. It just
So you're gonna...
a 10-minute warning. I'm like,
That's right. So what do you create a new link and we get onto another call?
Well, I guess we could. Yeah, we totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
Can we just post it in the?
Let's do that right now. I'm gonna stop recording right now.